Hello all, welcome back to CS262 Data Communication Lab. In this lab, we are going to implement and study the stop and wait protocol. It is a sliding window protocol. The purpose of this experiment is to introduce you to the basics of error correction, time bounds and state machines. In this lab, you will be able to provide reliable data transfer between two nodes over an unreliable network using the stop and wait protocol. The hardware requirement is 2 or 3 PCs with NIU card. And next requirement is network emulation unit. The next requirement is the jumper cables. Stop and wait is a fundamental technique to provide the reliable transfer under unreliable packet delivery system. After transmitting one packet, the sender waits for an acknowledgement from the receiver before transmitting the next one. In this way, the sender can recognize that the previous packet is transmitted successfully, and we could say stop and wait guarantees reliable transfer between the nodes. To support this feature, the sender keeps a record of each packet it sends. Also, to avoid confusion caused by delayed or duplicated acknowledgements, stop and wait will send each packet with unique sequence number and receive that numbers in each acknowledgement. If the sender doesn't receive acknowledgement for previous sent packet after a certain period of time, that is timeout, the sender times out and retransmits that packet again. There are two cases when a sender doesn't receive acknowledgement. The first case is when the acknowledgement is lost, and the other is when the frame itself is not transmitted. To support this feature, the sender keeps timer per each packet. In this lab, we are going to design a network to illustrate a reliable data transfer with a packet length of 1000 bytes using stop and wait protocol. We illustrate the performance of the network by changing the timeout values from 1000 milliseconds to 4000 milliseconds in the steps of 500 milliseconds. The procedure. We have to make the following connections on the LAN kit: T61 to N63, T62 to D52, D51 to T53, T51 to N5, T52 to D42, D41 to T43, T41 to N4, T42 to D32, D31 to T33, T31 to N3, D22 to T32, D21 to T32, T21 to N2, T22 to D12, T13 to D11, N1 to T11. We have already made the required connections. Next, click on stop and wait icon from the desktop on both the PCs. Click on the configuration button in the windows in both the PCs. PC1 will be sender, PC2 will be the receiver. The node IDs is kept as 0 in both the cases. The protocol we are using is CSMA CD. The baud rate is kept as 8 kbps and the duration of the experiment is 100 seconds. The packet length is 1000 bytes. The bit delay is 0 and the direction is at PC1 is sender and at PC2 it is receiver. The packet delay is 400 milliseconds. This is the receiver PC. Click on the OK button and download the driver to NIU using the boot button command. Booting from any one of the applications is enough. Run the experiment by clicking Run button. By choosing Run, start from each application. Set the timeout value to 1000 milliseconds. Set the timeout value to 1000 milliseconds. You can see the transmissions are going on. This is the sender PC, the another one is the receiver PC, and the time is set as 100 seconds. We have already performed the experiment and we have obtained the following results. The sender has failed after maximum retries. We can click OK and see the results. So we have there is only one packet that is successfully transmitted in this case. Now we will alter the timeout values from 1500, 200, 2000, 3000, 4000 and we will calculate the successfully transmitted packets. You can observe the successfully transmitted packet. This is for the timeout value of 1500 milliseconds. In the sender, there are total successfully transmitted packets 8. In the case of receivers, we have received the acknowledgement for all the 8 packets. Okay, all the 8 packets. This is the result for the timeout values 3000. You can observe that successfully 54 packets are transmitted for the value of timeout 3000 millisecond. And this is the receiver. So these are the acknowledgements that are sent for the receiver. Similarly, we will calculate for different timeout values starting from 1000 till 4000 in the with a interval of 500 milliseconds, and we will fill the values and give it in the table. These are the results we obtained. These are the different timeout values. For 1000 we have got successfully transmitted packet as 1. For 1500 there are 8 packets. For 2000 there are 53 packets. 3000 there are 54 packets. And we need to calculate the practical throughput. The practical throughput is calculated using the formula, using this formula. It is sum of successfully transmitted packets into packet length into 8 divided by duration of the experiment into data rate. Using this formula you can calculate the practical throughput. So calculate the practical throughput accordingly. Now you have to plot a graph between the timeout and the throughput. The timeout values are taken at the x-axis and throughput that is calculated using the formula is taken at the y-axis. By plotting the values, you will be getting graph somewhat like this. So we have performed the experiment of stop and wait protocol without bit error rate. Now we will be performing with bit error rate. We will be varying the bit rate for 8 kbps, 16 kbps, and the bit error rate is varied from 10 power minus 6 to 10 power minus 2, and we will observe the values we will be obtaining in the next experiment.